Hi, I'm Jim and I was retired. I hope you all had a happy 4th of July. I've been trying to figure out what to bring you this week, and I decided to share a quick video on 3 things I got right in my DIY retirement. Stay tuned. Now, my channel is different. I'm a DIY retiree, and my goal is to share lessons that I've learned so that you can manage your own retirement. Now, as I look back at the past 8 years, I realize I've made some mistakes, but there are a few things I know I got right. I'm going to use this video and new retirement to illustrate that. Before I go any further, though, please like and subscribe to this channel and hit that bell if you like entertaining ideas from a DIY retiree. It'll help this channel appear higher in the YouTube search algorithm. The first thing I got right was I didn't pay 1% AUM fee, or 1% of my assets under management, to a financial advisor for managing my retirement every year. I looked back over my assets over the past 8 years and I simplified the math to see what the annual fee would be based on year-end assets. Now, truthfully, AUM financial planners will charge you a quarter each quarter based on your assets under management. But to simplify this, I did it with one annual charge. But if you look at that potential yearly charge of $15,000 to $18,000 a year, the fees would have taken more than $135,000 in fees down the drain. Then I used NewRetirement's scenario comparisons to see what would happen if I applied an average $17,000 AUM fee each year in my retirement. I did that with a special expense or disbursement once a year, as shown here. And if you look at that comparison page, you can see that the net worth at the end of the plan, which is the end of our longevity years, it would be $944,000 in the baseline compared to $540,000 with a 1% AUM. But the big difference was the change in retirement success scores. 94% for the baseline, down to 68% for the scenario with a 1% AUM. Now, I put a link to a few of the articles on fees and retirements, as well as some of the other subjects I'm going to be discussing. And as always, links are also available on my Google Sites. I keep a record of all the links that I've shared on my Google Sites so that you can do your own research. Now, you should know that AUM fees are only one way financial planners charge for their services. In my book, the best option is DIY. Pay for advice only, and only if you need it. I've shared a link below to NewRetirement, which offers a $120 a year Planner Plus level that is a fraction of what an AUM planner would cost you. Now, the second thing that I got right in my DIY retirement is I'm waiting for 70 for Social Security. I created another new retirement scenario that changed the Social Security filing dates for myself and my wife. And I put it in the scenario that we would change to filing at 68 for me, and for my wife would start her spousal benefits at 64. And now that improved the retirement success scores from 94% in the baseline to 97 for the scenario with filing a little bit earlier for Social Security. But notice down below there, the average income in retirement would be about $400 a month less. In NewRetirement, you can actually use the Social Security Explorer to look at your options. So let's show that here. And for this Explorer, I'm going to round down my full retirement age benefit to $3,000, and my wife's full retirement age benefit I'll set at $1,000. But keep in mind, she's counting on the spousal benefit, which will bring it up to 50% of my full retirement age benefit. So in this case, in this example, $1,500, assuming she waits to 67 for that spousal benefit. Now, I also use the assumptions bar to plug in those desired claiming ages. Say I moved it up to filing at 68 for me and 64 for my wife. And you could see that the lifetime benefits would be about 2.26 million compared to 2.5 million for the maximum lifetime benefit shown there on the right, which is also our current plan of waiting until 70. But also look at the surviving spouse benefit. If we file earlier than our current plan, her average survivor benefit will be about $400 a month less. Now here's a projection using that assumptions bar to change my longevity age to 80. It is 95 in the base case. And if I bring that down to 80, you can see on the right, the maximum lifetime benefit would suggest that she actually file at age 65 and 11 months, but that I revert to filing to 70 as I originally planned. And if I assume that I die at 70, with her longevity at 90, which is a little less than what the baseline case is, she should file now. But note that I should still hold off until 70 for maximum lifetime benefits, and again, driven by the survivor benefit. Since my strategy is to wait until 70 for that maximum survivor benefit, we will stick with our current plan. And now the third thing that I got right, I chose original Medicare with a Medigap plan and a Part D prescription plan that I will shop each year. I decided to see if new retirement scenarios can shed any light on that subject too. If you look under the baseline plan under expenses and healthcare, you can use a Medicare estimator to change your choices for Medicare options. So I created a new scenario in which we both elected Medicare Advantage for our options there. And when you compare those two scenarios, the chances of retirement success actually improve again from 94 in the baseline to 97 with Medicare Advantage scenario. If you look in the details of the Medicare expenses for each scenario, you can see in the baseline the original Medicare will cost more. In 2026, when we are both on Medicare, it estimates that we'll spend about $14,000 a year in today's dollars for our medical coverage. And in the Medicare Advantage scenario, it shows that we will only spend about $11,000 for 2026 when we're both on Medicare. So that's a difference of about $3,000 a year. Now, the question is it worth it? I believe that it is worth it. And I believe that the better option is original Medicare, even with the higher costs, including the ability to see doctors anywhere we travel without managed care networks. There are too many stories about care being denied in Medicare Advantage for my taste. And see this video here and the full list that I have on Medicare for more information. I'll conclude with my standard warning. I am not a professional. I have no initials after my name. So take these as entertaining ideas from one educated consumer to another. Always do your own due diligence and seek out a professional if you need one.